attempting to watch 1,000 games of football before the end of the 2026 FIFA World Cup. I'm going to be ranking every single one to find out which game is the greatest of the season. Today, we are covering Premier League action as Newcastle take on Manchester City. This game, we have a lot of talking points. And look, I'm going to briefly touch over the actual goals and stuff because majority of the talking points from this game are down to the poor refereeing decisions. But let's get over it quickly. The game in the first half was purely just a match of missed chances for both sides. Newcastle and Manchester City having some big chances to open the scoring, neither of which converting, meaning that we went into the halftime break at 0-0, but coming out of the second half, we would have some big moments. The first of which being Harvey Barnes scoring an effort to give Newcastle a 1-0 lead, but 5 minutes later, Ruben Dias scoring an equaliser, but 5 minutes after that, we would get another Newcastle goal, and this one would have a huge air of controversy. Now, look, the first thing I'm going to get into is the first half penalty decision. And with this, Manchester City should have had a penalty. I understand Phil Foden got his shot off, but Fabian Schär has slid in with studs up, connected with Foden's ankle on the follow-through. If this is in the midfield, that's a foul and a check for a red card, a yellow card, and a very strong yellow card at minimum. But you're telling me because Foden just barely got his shot away and was impeded with the shot in itself, that means it's not a penalty? It's a stupid argument to make. Should have been a penalty. That's one that Newcastle got away with. Not to mention the number of tactical fouls that Newcastle managed to get away with without a card being given. The ref took, I think, until like the 70th minute to give away a card. And the first card of the game, I'm pretty sure, was to Donnarumma for dissenting because of a shit offside call that was made. And let me just say this. With the offside, the semi-automated offside, why the fuck is Ruben Dias jumping in the image of the semi-automated offside? And why are they using separate angles of the graphic and not the same one to differentiate between the two? This, every way you look at it, was a massive mistake. And honestly, I hope Manchester City sue the shit out of the Premier League for this because this was an absolutely fucking disgraceful decision that very well cost them 2 points. By 2 points, I mean 1 point. Sorry. It cost Manchester City 8 points and Newcastle got 2 more points than they deserved out of it. Overall, this game was just... Look, it was a good game throughout the most, but it's severely damaged by the poor quality of the refereeing for me. And because of that, I'm knocking it heavy for the rating. I'm giving it a 2.2.